Shaun O'Hara, the former Giants lineman, current analyst for NFL Network, his charity golf tournament, Trump National at Bedminster, par 3, and it is dry. Smiles all around when it's dry. Let's bring in Shaun, who joins us from his golf tournament. Hey, you're looking good there, pal. Thanks so much for joining us. Nice shot there.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, this has been the best shot of the day, really. I put a couple in the water already. It's a par 3, but it's over water, 165 with a headwind, so it's not an easy shot. But we've got a great day here. The weather's holding up. I've got a great turnout. We've got 42 foursomes, so it's a great day to raise money and awareness for cystic fibrosis.
And I see you wearing the shorts too, Calfzilla, showing off the legs after you've lost all the weight from their playing days. But we got to remind Bill that he's got to whisper when we're talking about golf. Through your swing, he's yelling the whole time. So he's got to work on his announcing skills.
He had already taken the shot.
I like the crowd noise. When it gets quiet, I don't like that. You feel like something's wrong. So I encourage it. I've got actually a little Bose speaker over there playing some music. So I need a little energy from my environment. I'm used to, playing football in spandex in front of 75,000 people. So you need a little noise.
All right. See, I didn't distract him. Shaun, I want to have you listen in. OTAs continuing for the Jets. Le'Veon Bell still not there. Here's the coach, Adam Gase, on Bell's absence.
I knew that he was down in that Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. Been working with the same guy for a while. I know he feels comfortable with that, which, I'm good with, because I know once we hit training camp, he'll be ready to go, and, that's what we need. The biggest thing for us as coaches, you want guys, when guys are here, you can give them so much more information. You can correct things, and you're really kind of getting ahead of the steps you need to go through in training camp. And thankfully with iPads and everything, between meetings, the film for practice, installs, everything's on there. At least you can keep up with what we're doing here.
All right, Shaun, big deal or not that Bell continues to miss these OTAs?
Well, listen, from a physical standpoint, Le'Veon Bell, I think, is going to be ready to go. But, I'm with Team Gase here on this. You just paid the guy an unbelievable contract. And when you pay guys that much money, it's not just about your production. You're expected to be a leader. It's hard to be a leader when you're not there. Now, look, I understand it's voluntary, and as a player, you need time to be away. But Le'Veon Bell's had more time off than anybody. I mean, he took all of last season off. So I think the importance will be there. If I'm an offensive lineman and I've got a new running back, yeah, he may understand that it's zone right or zone left. He may understand the X's and O's of it, but there's timing and there's reps. In training camp, yeah, everybody says, hey, we'll get it together in training camp, but you maybe have 10 padded practices in training camp to get right, and then it's week 1. And the games in September, they count. They matter. So, you want to turn the culture around. You want guys like Le'Veon Bell there. And I know as a coach and as a player, nothing is better than being there in person, especially when it comes to that timing. Patience has been a great virtue for Le'Veon Bell as a running back, and we talk about the patience he has displayed to getting to the hole. Seems like he's being very patient with showing up for the team.
Well, as long as he gets touchdowns, I think nobody will care what he did in May and June. But I get your point. But it seems like it's a thing with skilled players, isn't it, Shaun? Odell Beckham Jr. didn't show up either in Cleveland. Is that a trend, or is this just something you think is individual with some players who just don't want to come out at this time? They want to work out on their own and stick to their own off-season schedule?
Well, to your point, it's really a trend with, a certain small handful of guys, on every team. It's guys that think that, maybe they're special and they don't have to be there. I know a lot have been made about Le'Veon Bell's contract and, was he worth what he got paid or not, and that Adam Gase maybe had an issue with the contract. To me, when I look at it from that standpoint, the only issue that I would have with Le'Veon Bell's contract is that Mike Maccagnan didn't put some sort of clause in there or bonus saying he had to be here. Mm-hmm. If you're going to sign a guy to all that money and give him a contract, why not put in there that, hey, we want you here for OTAs, we want you here for minicamp, we want you here to be a part of all this stuff. Year 2, maybe that's a different story. All right, maybe now we all know each other. But for year 1, while we're trying to build something that maybe helps win us a game in October, November, December, you never know when something, a simple rep in the spring could help build those layers of trust and that layer of confidence. So, look, are they not going to have a good season because he's not there? No. To your point, if he's scoring touchdowns during the season, that's all that matters. But from a culture standpoint and just team camaraderie standpoint, I think it would say a lot, and it would do more harm by being away than it would good by being there.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. And between the Jets and the Giants, too, if you think about it, there's never really been a true rivalry, but we might have a debate going on here. I saw it in the New York Post today, so I want to ask you about it. You have Le'Veon Bell now with the Jets. You have Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Saquon already saying, I'll take the workload. There's no load management in the NFL. He'll play. He'll take as many touches as possible to help his team win. So I'm going to ask you now, going into this season, which team has the better running back?
Well, I think Saquon Barkley is more explosive. Le'Veon Bell has been one of the best running backs in the league for the last, 5 to 6 years. You wonder what that toll has taken on his body. And you wonder if that's why the Steelers, couldn't find a way to come to an agreement with him long term. But there's no better and more explosive running back right now in the NFL than Saquon Barkley. Whether it's in the run game, whether it's a simple screen pass, he has an unbelievable ability to accelerate. Le'Veon Bell, I talked about how patient he was. I think Saquon is more physical and more explosive. The question really is going to be the guys up front. I think Le'Veon Bell benefited from having one of the best and most consistent offensive lines when he was with the Steelers. The Jets' offensive line, with Kalichi Assimile, they're going to hope to be a different style, and they're going to have a different culture. The Giants, I think, are going to be better this year than they were last year with the addition of Zeitler. They signed Mike Remmers at right tackle. So I think the Giants could be better. They could be more explosive thanks to that speed and acceleration of Saquon.
For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.